Hello and welcome everyone to another episode. I've started my construction on the Kerbin fuel tanker, whatever you want to call it. It's been a little exhausting. Getting these huge pieces into orbit is proven to be a very daunting task. Um, but I think this episode, because I think I've shot about somewhere around along the lines of, like, I don't know, probably 10 episodes now of this, and basically it gets to about 30 seconds, and then one of these tanks decides that falling off is a very, very good idea. Otherwise it just explodes on the pad, but this one is looking somewhat promising. I really think that getting a fuel tanker into orbit will be a very good thing. It will definitely speed up the whole process of moving fuel between bases and between everything altogether. It's just kind of been a little bit of a laboring task dealing with all of these Jool carriers and all that other stuff, and I'm not refueling just one of those. The Jool carrier, refueling that alone by itself, I think it's like 4 orange tanks. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure somebody's gonna be like, well, actually it's like 4.5, because you have 2 of the little half tanks and boopity boopity bow and a zoopity doopity day. Yes, okay, thank you. Anyways, I just want to get these things into orbit, and I figured I should show you how, the creation of megaships is done, or at least how I do it. Now, everything seems like it's going really well, and I kind of got my fingers crossed right now that it will be. Alright, I'm going to throttle down a little bit. Alright, there we go. Whoa, it's getting a little wonky. So my last episode, I think maybe 1 or 2 people actually got to see the first released product, which was amazing. What ended up happening, I shot the video and I rendered it without really checking anything, and I ended up shooting 2 episodes basically of the same thing. And my first one was like an epic fail because I ended up departing from the moon, and somehow the moon just was like, yeah, you not leaving right now. I keep you here for a little bit longer. And it pulled me back down and destroyed that refueling ship. So maybe 1 or 2 people actually got to see that episode. And, somebody was like, oh yeah, I saw your epic fail last night. Ha ha ha. Yeah, unfortunately, there was a downside to doing that because I did not quick save, at the beginning of that, because I didn't expect anything bad to happen. It was just a regular refueling trip, so what is the possibility of anything actually going wrong? And sure enough, something did go wrong. So, yeah, we lost our progress on, the moon space station that I was created. All that those HAB modules and all that stuff I added are pretty much gone now. 152, 137, and what are we in orbit with? I believe this is the Kerbal Space Station. Minimum Space Beta Fuel. Oh yes, I remember what this is now. I ended up launching the Minmus fuel tanks, and I put them in orbit, and I was just like, whatever, and I got angry because I couldn't do it, and I ended up just putting them into orbit, and then I was like, yeah, I'll take care of it later. So, yeah, those, been sitting in there for a while. Let's see what we got here. Alright, we got, like, almost no fuel left. We have achieved orbit. Good things. Good things. So, alright. I don't think these things are ever actually going to touch or anything like that. What are we... Oh, this is the Kerbal Space Station. Yes, yeah, so let's get the fuel out of this thing. There's no real point in keeping it in here. Yes. I always look at these with, like, utter confusion. Like, which one do I push again? Every single time I'm like, do I push in or out? You know, you think at this point I'd just be like, alright, push one. Screw it. What's the worst gonna happen? And the whole ship explodes when I say something like that. Alright. Not a lot of fuel, but definitely... Well, I should decouple first, but definitely a lot of storage. So this is like basically the whole... I was thinking maybe of adding 4 more of these and just having a really long tanker kind of style ship, but I don't know if I'm really going to do that. I'm going to possibly redesign the other ship, the refueler for the Mun docking station, whatever, Mun Fuel Depot. Yes, there we go. So many names to remember. I am just completely, yeah, just, you know, sorry I couldn't show you the takeoff for this thing. It's just, it was being angry like it normally is, the game, so I couldn't show it all off. Now, let me just double check if I got all the fuel. Alright, get rid of that. And, yeah, I think we can get rid of that, too. So now you'll be able to see kind of the inner workings of this ship. At least what I got so far. And then you'll understand a little bit what is going on here. So I'm going to, in the next couple days, start adding on to this thing. You know, I really want to get this done since I can start getting my fleet refueled. And yeah, it's hopefully this all works out. Now I'm not gonna go with any ion powered stuff. Alright, turn off the RCS there. It's just making a freak out. I'm not gonna go with any RCS, or I mean ion powered stuff on this thing or anything like that. Like, I don't really think I'm gonna dip in too much of that. You know, I had some ideas on doing it, but I don't really know. I don't want to screw anything up, I guess. Alright, turn off RCS now. But yeah, this is the basic ship here. You know, here's the front, all that stuff. Let me see if I can get into to change the name, because I put the core kind of inside here. There we go. Yeah, I put the core in underneath this, so Kerbin tanker, and it's just going to be a ship, I guess. I don't really like, they need to make another you know, icon for ship. I think that would make me happy, but you know, it's coming together pretty well. I mean, if you guys like it already, it's going to be probably double the size. So and then also I gotta put 4 engines on it. It's not going to have its separate fuel, you know, where these are going to be the tanks specifically for that. It's just going to burn fuel all from the same area. You know, like whatever fuel it's holding is what fuel is available on this tanker. And the main reason is that it's basically not going to be leaving this influence here at all. It's not going to be going past the Kerbin deep system communication. There will be some exceptions, say if something gets stranded and it's kind of close, then maybe, I don't know, figure something out. But yeah, no, it's not going to go anywhere further than that. So it doesn't really, I'm probably gonna slap 4 of the nuclear engines on this thing and call it a day. Maybe 5, depends, whatever. But yeah, I don't really plan on putting anything in the middle for the next part. You know, maybe I'll set it up kind of the same way and just not have this part. and just put another one in there, which I think is probably going to be the best bet, so I can keep symmetry on all this stuff. And, you know, then afterwards will be the engines. So, yeah, anyways, guys, if you haven't already, you know, subscribe, check out my Facebook, Twitter. I always post my latest Kerbal videos. And, yeah, I will see you next time.